Opposing rapid change, Sorabji believed that until all women were educated, political reform would not be genuine lasting. Cornelia Sorabji's contribution to India's freedom struggle was many and significant. As a pioneering female lawyer, social activist, and advocate for Indian autonomy and independence, she played an important role in advancing the cause of freedom and equality in India. Her legacy continues to inspire and influence advocates for justice and human rights around the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rachna. Within a short time, that time also very neatly you covered entire topic and all. Thanks for your coming and addressing us. Grateful to you once again. Today is the beauty. All 4 women lawyers are speaking today. That's 100% reservations. Friday group is implementing. And definitely, now I request Anubha Dhulia will come. Together we'll have a photo. All 4 speakers today. Give a huge claps to all of them. Dhulia, please come. Rachna, come. Take photographs and otherwise also take a photograph. Where is this register? Attendance register. Where is this? We'll take autograph of our today's speakers. Once. Yeah, please come. Please come. See how much gathering you have. One thing I noticed, whenever our own members speak, there is a lot of solidarity we have. Whether it's whoever it may be, that's our speakers and minister speaks, a lot of solidarity I got. Good gathering, I thought maybe a few, but it's a huge gathering. It's even the elections are going in Noida and other parts. Thank you very much. We'll have a cup of tea. We'll take an autograph of these people. Where is the register?
Hello everyone, respected Sheshu sir, seniors and my dear friends. It's an honor to be here and credit goes to our Sheshu sir. That after 75 years of independence, we are remembering the advocates and their roles during independence. It is really great and amazing thing. And because of Friday group and whatever the sir organized the movement, the program, so we learn and we come to know that there were so many advocates who were part of the independence, and they did so many things. So today's my topic for today is Cornelia Sorabji. She was the first Indian woman to become lawyer and a voice for voiceless. She was the gold medalist and she awarded the Kesar-e-Hind award after independence. So I would like to start with Cornelia Sorabji. The first Indian woman to become a lawyer. Indian barrister, she was writer and social reformer. First female graduate from Bombay University. She was the first woman to study law at Oxford University. First Indian national to study at British University. She was born in Nashik on 15th of November 1866 and died on 6th of July 1954. In spite of being an Anglo-Catholic, Cornelia Sorabji advocated the independence of India from British rule. She drew parallels between women's rights and the capacity for self-governance. Sorabji was also an ardent advocate for the reform of Hindu laws. Cornelia Sorabji was the first woman to ever sit the Bachelor of Civil Laws exam at Oxford University. One of the interesting things I would like to share, even she was advocate by profession. She became the first female advocate in India but would not be recognized as barrister until the law which barred women from practicing was changed in 1923. She was associated with Bengal branch of National Council for Women in India, the Federation of University Women, and the Bengal League of Social Services for Women. For her services to the Indian nation, she was awarded the Kesare Gold Medal in 1909. Cornelia achieved the unfathomable, becoming the first woman to practice law in both India and Britain. Coming from the large family, her mother strove widely for education for girls in India, while her father campaigned for his daughters to be allowed to attend Bombay University despite the rejection of her sisters on the basis of that no woman had ever been university. Cornelia became the first success and matriculated at the age of 16. She came out top of her college in English literature, an achievement which would certainly have merited a scholarship to study in England. She was something of celebrity, having passed her law examination, the sitting of which was a struggle in itself due to the enormous amount of resistance with which her desire to study law over English literature was met. Cornelia spent a year with a solicitor's firm in London, becoming the first woman ever permitted to read in the Lincoln's Inn library. Along the way, returning to India, she was resolved to use her experience to further the cause for women, but was met by another seizable hurdle. The Chief Justice in Bombay explicitly instructed soldiers not to hire a woman. Cornelia's struggle on behalf of womankind was a product of her sheer determination and the number of lives that she bettered, whether directly or indirectly, would be impossible to quantify. What can be determined with certainty? Cornelia Sorabji was a true pioneer and was earned her place among the most inspirational women in history. Determined that all people should have a voice in a court of law, Cornelia Sorabji committed her life to advocating on behalf of women and orphans and was dedicated to her belief that true social change could only occur when all women were educated. She was involved with several social services, campaigning groups, including the National Council for Women in India, the Federation of University Women, and the Bengal League of Social Service for Women. She opposed the imposition of Western perspectives on the movement for women change in India and took a cautious approach to social reform. Opposing rapid change, Sorabji believed that until all women were educated, political reform would not be genuine lasting. Cornelia Sorabji's contribution to India's freedom struggle was many and significant. As a pioneering female lawyer, social activist, and advocate for Indian autonomy and independence, she played an important role in advancing the cause of freedom and equality in India. Her legacy continues to inspire and influence advocates for justice and human rights around the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rachna. Within a short time, that time also very neatly you covered entire topic and all. Thanks for your coming and addressing us. Grateful to you once again. Today is the beauty. All 4 women lawyers are speaking today. That's 100% reservations. Friday group is implementing. And please, now I request Anubha Dhulia to come. Madhu, please come here. Just